what
Girl,
next?
when I see Trinidad, biggest lowdown. Bulaman page. Girl,
Tell us if
I
you're
run on
forgetting
that
any.
page immediately because I want to see, well,
You ever
if
turn
I
on the
see
page?
anybody I know.
Serious. I read many stories, and there were different wives that found out that they were actually getting horn from another man.
With a man.
With a man.
That crazy.
So there are many men out here in Trinidad.
But I even see some women too, you know.
That actually like men. They like to touch their boobs.
Oh God, if
they like men. And had one in particular, she found it strange that he wanted to be touching his behind, right? But then she was like, he probably kinky.
Yeah, she was thinking that because it have all these things out here.
That he's freaky, that he kinky, so she would think that. But when it really came down, she was like, yeah, it's a man that he really wants. He wanted a strap on. He wanted her to put on a strap on.
So you know what that telling me? Plenty of these men who say the kinky probably gay or they're probably not even no kinky. There's plenty of these men who say no want people to touch your bottom the gay. Because why you want somebody to touch your bottom? Why would you be a woman?
It really have you thinking.
These men gay. What's up, guys? I'm Gabrielle.
And I'm Teneke.
And welcome back to We Line, where we meet once every week to have fun chit-chatting as we discuss some interesting topics, memories, and upcoming events. It's a one for the lesbians too, you know.
Really?
Yes. Actually, this one, the lady was posted in Is This Your Woman TT first, eh? The man said that she tell him she was going out with your cousin. When he checked now, he say he follow she to see where she going. He said when he catch she in a party whining on the man who she say she cousin. Whole night, she never leave he. She grinding and so he stay. But you know some of them would say cousin and cousin does make dozen.
Right.
She stay and she
we as women always say they're my cousin and all, but it's not your cousin, eh?
When the man boss now later on, you know, it's because not only she honing he with that man, but you know she honing him with other women too.
That one now.
I mean, I believe that people deserve to know who they are dealing with. You hear about that thing we went on with Diddy and Cassie? You see that video, girl?
It's something that has been trending. So
yeah.
I guess that everybody had a little taking and things, right?
Yeah, now. Oh God.
But the question is why is it now that this is coming out?
Girl, well, from what I see and from what I heard, I can understand because remember she get a big payoff, She get a big payoff when the whole bacchanal went down. Right? He pay off. He settled it because she was going to bring him up in court, you know.
Well, right, okay.
And girl, when I see that video, me and I to tell you, the kind of legs I see that girl get, she gets some good coffin she had, you know. I tell you, the man sit down in the hallway and he towel or whatever and he fall asleep on it. I don't know, he had to be on some kind of drugs, girl. I feel so because you can't tell me, Larry, be for real. He fall asleep on the chair like this Teneke. He get back up in the middle of the sleep when Miss Lady tried to run out the hotel.
This was true.
This in the video from the hotel. And he tried to pay off the hotel too, eh? Okay. He tried to pay off the hotel. That video when get into the hands of the thing.
So now that the video has gone viral.
Yes, girl.
Right? After he paid that money.
Yeah.
What is going to happen?
Well, what he can do, money gone. I look there for you. You don't pay a fee. Here real money. That money he paid them probably come like a dot in the ocean.
Yeah, but she can't come and bring him up.
No, she didn't bring him up. But it's not she who ate. It's whoever ate that one nothing to do with her. But it just proves now that because a lot of people was also asking the same question, they finished so long, why only now that she was bringing it up and whatnot, when, you know, and that she actually bring it up like that was a while back, and people were saying the same thing. They were saying she probably just want money and thing, right? But then the video came out and we saw that what the lady was saying is true, but then it had so many other interviews in the past where I see other artists like Young Jock and some other people saying, you know, they talk about the experience being in Diddy party or he place or whatever, and they said that when they talked to her, she was just like in a whole different phase mentally. Like they're talking to her and she's saying, well, I cut my hair because Diddy wanted me to cut it. The kind of thing I hear about this man over the years.
I think when you are getting abuse, mentally, it does something to you.
To you, in true.
So they weren't really speaking to her. No.
It's true.
They were speaking to the after effects of that mental abuse, that physical abuse,
it's true.
that emotional abuse. But again, like physically, it's not only physical abuse you get alone,
it's emotional.
because it's emotional abuse coming with it, because he's treating you bad.
It's true.
It's mental abuse coming with it,
and then
he's treating you bad.
And then he not only treating her bad, but he in a position of some serious power. He have that man have real power here.
And when you have power, you have to run.
And
so which police station they going to?
And you see the Mark boss girl, I say everything them say this man do, I believe. I feel he do it, boy.
Yeah. I think because of my attitude,
yeah,
I cannot be with a bad boy.
Neither me. I can't be with a bad boy either because of my attitude. Because hello, darling, who you talking to? You know how my father walked to mind me? You want me to get vexed or what? You ran out of time. Nah. You see when you start to pass 30 and you start to go down, you're going down from 30 until you're 40, and when you start to reach these age, you want nobody to stress you out.
You know what that? You really don't want
nobody to stress you out. You don't have time for it. Stress was teens and 20. You know, when you're now coming to adulthood and
and I pass that things at
but what
so I am not into that stage.
As we just spoke about that, what are your thoughts on the middle class mindset? And you know, it have some middle class people who they like to compete with the Joneses and
the Joneses?
Like, you know, the neighbors and the friend and the family, they feel they're better than this one and that one and the next one, and they will look down on the ones who not doing as to their level. To their level. What are your thoughts on the middle class mindset?
So within the middle class section, it's a competition to me, and that is a competition that is uncalled for.
Yeah, it's uncalled for.
It's
definitely
uncalled for, because definitely we supposed to be bringing up each other. Oh, that way is boy.
Yeah.
Right. Bring up different.
And I feel like a lot of them not understanding that is actually what will get us from this level to the next level.
Right. In the higher level, they support each other and they give each other advice.
And they working in their own circles. They're promoting each other.
They encourage each other. Do this, and this will happen.
Yeah, they do.
And in middle class, I work hard and get this done for myself.
You tell them,
right?
It's true.
I don't have time with you.
It's true. I feel like they are a delusional set of people. That's my personal take. I feel like their mindset is crazy, and I feel like they're in competition with everybody in their class and in the poor class, to the point that they're not even realizing they're competing to appear like those on the higher level. They're trying to appear with them.
They want to appear like that.
They want to appear like those are the top, like the wealthy and the rich. But they are not like that, and they don't have I wouldn't even say the lifestyle, but the mannerisms to be like that. They think they have the mannerisms, you know. They tell themselves looking down on the others is how they probably tell themselves that this is how rich people carry themselves,
Right.
but they don't realize that it have some rich people who come from the bottom. And when they come from the bottom and they reach the top, you remember they would have worked their way through, so they know what it takes from going from the bottom to the top. So when they're at the top, they actually have a more humble mindset, and that is why they are able to communicate with their peers,
Okay.
and help out each other and the circle and all these things. And they have a whole different vibration and a whole different mindset and way of doing things in comparison to the middle class. I feel like the middle class just, they don't get it. And then when we look at things like, when we sit down and we look at history and economics and socioeconomics.
Right.
You remember a time you and I look at a video from a woman in Tobago who was explaining the difference between the middle class, what made the difference between the middle class, the poor, and the, I don't even think the
Yes.
wealthy. Yeah.
Yes,
in Tobago, aren't it?
Yes, we viewed that video.
And it was just a matter of who was living in the town and who was living in the city.
Right.
That's crazy, because you could have real wealth and be living in the country, and that shouldn't make you not look like you are. That should make you look less like. That's crazy, because you living in the city and you struggling and poor. And you imagine doing that and feeling.
A lot of people in Trinidad living in the city.
And imagine living in the city and poor, thinking that you're better than somebody living in the country, because you're feeling higher than mightier than them.
Country booking.
That's crazy, because you're struggling, you're catching your tail. At least them in the country probably planting something and surviving.
They don't have to struggle so
You're telling me?
They don't have to struggle so long. At least the people in the country can walk out their house and say, okay, what am I cooking today? They go and pick the dasheen, the bachi,
the whatever.
the yam. Right? They don't have a problem, but some don't have a problem for food.
Yeah.
Whereas the city people, like myself, I live in a concrete jungle, right?
Yeah, for true. And a lot of us not
we have to go and
planting.
purchase these things.
For true.
We have to purchase each and every one.
Everything.
Every item.
Imagine you living in the country, you could just walk in your backyard and pick an orange. Up here,
Yeah, they call, you have to go and buy.
You have to go and buy orange.
You're like, no much orange?
You telling me? Like, what the hell?
You have to go and buy these things.
What the hell?
Right? So, the country people are having an advantage, a bit of an advantage over the city people.
I am not even lying. Let me tell you what else is crazy to me. Thinking that you are wealthy and you are middle class and that you are high and mighty and you go into a restaurant and you pay for an extreme meal that the country people picking in the backyard and making. No, that's crazy, because I remember going into a restaurant and seeing people bawling, they buying the same thing.
What about
it's the same thing. When I check the thing and I see it, it have a fancy name.
Alright.
When I see what this is, I couldn't believe
what it was.
And them peas where they pick in the country, the green peas, and they shell it, and them getting on like this is some big. I said, these people for real? This is what they're selling for all this money. It's better I go down Rio Claro and see if I can ask my grandma to pick some peas for me. A restaurant.
Prepared green peas.
I don't even want to. I won't call the name of the restaurant. I'll get them a blind. Some of the middle class do not even have the income level. They're not even in their own income level. They just have the necessities to suit being in the middle. So they might have a house, they might, they have a piece of land. But then they're not even, some of them, or let's say those who come after within their lineage, because they would still fall in the bracket of middle class, because remember they're living now in the house and all. But we're not even making the the income to suit the level of middle class.
Right.
Because poor have a middle class, have a income level.
Right.
Middle class have a income level, and then the rich have a income level, and middle class are two levels. It have a higher income level
And a
lower income level. And Trinidad middle class, I feel like our thing is something totally different in comparison to when you compare poor middle class and wealthy in foreign countries versus here.
Right.
We one is like a kind of delusional thing going on. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's real crazy, but middle class people need to stop this better than thou behavior, because it's really not making no sense. I don't see the
Who
point.
better than who? Who looking down at who?
It just
She don't have
not
that.
making
You see,
no
but
sense.
she have one.
Yeah, it just not making no sense.
What she sandals now?
You're telling me?
She has sandals
You're
now.
telling me?
So she can't buy her sandals?
Imagine putting that person in a room with wealthy people and see how that is going to turn
How the
out.
person functions.
And they're not able to know. I have seen something, a time, where they said, if you take a wealthy person, you take away all the wealth, and you throw them back out from poor, you know that person will get back wealthy.
Because they have the mindset. It's a mindset.
That is it.
It's a mindset.
It is wealth is a mindset. Poverty is a mindset.
Poverty is a mindset.
And middle class is a mindset.
Middle class is a
and
mindset.
That
Middle class
is
are
what
delusional.
They are delusional. And
delusional.
that is what people getting tied up with in this life. Everything is a mindset. And because let me be real, if you take certain people and you throw them from scratch, you think they catch them up yourself. Maybe a middle class person might catch yourself, but back to middle class.
Right, yeah,
Because it's a mindset. It's what you know. You're going for what you know, you know. So you might see the middle class person might see if they can get a job at 9 to 5. They'll look for any little 9 to 5 just to catch themselves back up to middle class. But they still mightn't reach because they don't know. They don't have the knowledge. They don't know how to reach. Some of them. So it's a mindset. So imagine
but if it is at the line, with the wealthy,
then you'll adapt the mindset.
Adapt the mindset.
It's true.
Any wealthy friends outside here?
Knowledge is power. But anyway, but that is you when we live with us. Some people don't share knowledge for that same reason.
Some people keeping knowledge.
But most of the people who just keep the knowledge is again the middle class people, because they want to be better than who they viewing as their opponents, and half the time people don't even think about them. Just imagine taking your time, spending your day thinking about somebody who literally don't even care about you, who not even thinking about you when the day come. Competing with somebody who not, them probably scratching the bottom, thinking about some man or woman when they get in the next jam, and you sit down thinking about.
I want to make sure I have this to be better, to look better than
that time the man or the woman thinking about when they get in the next jam. You're telling me? Just imagine that.
You're wasting your time.
You're telling me?
Be in competition with yourself.
Hey!
Be in competition with yourself. And that is where you will learn mentally and grow mentally.
It's true. And spiritually, you know. Don't get tired with this game, you know, all yeah. I'm telling you all. You all seen these wealthy people now in everything in life. It have light and dark, eh? It has some rich people who in some deep dark shit. P.Diddy, for example. As he was now talking about the diddler. As he was now talking about the diddler, he in some dark shit. So he probably in some dark spiritual shit too, for all we know. But it have those who are on a next frequency and they're having that money. They get that in a honest and they get that money in a good way. And them have a whole different mindset and a whole different thinking about acquiring wealth. And some of them have this belief that is tied to acquiring wealth. Like I see things on the internet with when I'm talking about some serious rich people, Teneke. These people following King Solomon order, them following them using them implementing that in the strategies to make money. You know, he have
So
things
it
that he
has
say.
them getting sus.
Yeah, they're getting more successful
Right,
and they're making more money, and even like for instance he's telling you and that is a serious thing in truth. He telling you serious simple things like don't put all your money in one basket or in one boat, because when the boat sink you lose all your
money.
thing. So he tell you split it up.
Which is good
So if
advice.
Solomon could tell you that, and them people taking them kind of advice, and you see the Jewish people and these things, these Jewish people them have a order. Their wealth is tied into their spirituality.
Okay.
Yes, they have an order that they're working with to gain the wealth. Like you see, is a mind, the spirituality and this wealth gaining thing is a mindset, and it's everything align. So it's a light and it's a dark. It's a those who dealing with light and those who dealing with dark. People only getting tired about here, you know. You're watching people having things and all they understand this thing is
Don't
a
be
serious
jealous.
thing.
Jealousy is another thing.
Oh God.
But I don't want to get into that.
But
jealous.
I feel like the envy, the envy and what I don't know. Yeah, nah. This was a good episode though. This was a good episode.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah.
I know the next episode going to be
Better.
I know it's going to be more bacchanal because I see something and I can't wait to hit it. I can't wait to bring it up. But
I can't wait for you to bring it for you.
we can't talk too much in it. We gotta limit we conversations per episode. So all your next episode, make sure and be present, you know, because all you know how we might like to run wild.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget that.
And share this content with your friends and family who you know love this kind of thing that we bring in here. And guys, let me let you all know. Let you all know. Don't feel like sit down here talking, prattling, you know. I have music coming out, you know. So keep your ears open wide, like your mouth is be open during the week. So until then, see y'all next time. Bye.